Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. The last episode, we got the circuit assembly line up and running for the first time, and I am just continuing with that, working on the next one. I did get all the things built. I just haven't got the actual circuits done. So we are doing that. I have updated the pack. I think we are on 2.2.7 now, I think we are, is what we are up to. Um, so yeah, I upgraded the pack, and there was a bit of an issue with patterns, but there was an extra update that I had to do. But all that stuff is on the GTNH Discord if you have any questions about that. So yeah, I am, like I said, crafting up the next part of this. Hopefully this is working. Yep. All right. So that is that. And I have also finally replaced our processing array mixer with a real industrial mixing machine, because I hope that's fixed. The input bus is not being separate, I think is fixed. So as I work on that, I'll probably add more. I think, if I remember, I think we have room for 5 more input buses. This requires 16, and I think there's 21 on there, multi-use casing, so I think we can actually we can add a whole bunch more separate program circuits for that, but I'll work on that as it kind of comes up. Also, I noticed there is a few changes with well, look at that. I didn't know that was a thing. That's actually really cool. Let's see, the neutron. Hold on. Yeah. Does that show? Sort of. I mean, that's sort of there, but I mean, it does give you a pretty decent explanation of how it is built, and then obviously the rest are filled in with like casings. But all right, that is pretty cool, actually. I like that. What about like the precise assembler? That, yeah. All right, just being able to see how it is built just makes life a lot easier. Just trying to figure out, the actual form of it. Sometimes the tooltips can be a bit difficult to understand, especially on the more complicated things like the chemical plant. But yeah, I'm sure there is a whole bunch more changes, quality of life upgrades like they are usually. So I am looking forward to that. All right. Did that... I feel like that didn't happen. Oh. I forgot to hit the import on... Oh, I never... That's right. There we go. I crafted one up and forgot about it. All right, cool. So I didn't just void everything in the thing. Yeah. All right, cool. So there we go. There is the next crystal computer. Don't know if we're going to do the mainframes right now. I don't think I quite need these yet. These are UV tier, so not sure if we need these quite yet. We're not doing those, and a lot of stuff is like super endgame stuff. So, all right, cool. So at least these 3 are up, and then I need to probably switch out a couple things. Maybe the field, this one. I think this will Yeah, so this requires the ZPM tier, but now we have the crystal computer head. No, that broke. The moving it around broke. Unless I did something. Did I toggle vis? No. No, I don't like that. I liked being able to move everything. That makes me sad. Alright, I just like seeing what circuits, so I can visually see what circuits we actually need. Although I probably don't need smallest ones, but alright. I need to get I need to get that to replace that. Alright, but anyway, yeah, so we'll do that. And that'll make this fuel generator a bit cheaper. Alright, we are back. I've gone ahead and got the nanoprocessor one set up. The cool thing is you can it's actually shorter than the other ones. It's only 5 as opposed to 7 because the recipe is actually easier. There's only four slots with that one. So yeah, that one's not too bad. I left room for the MV and the LV circuit. But I realized there is actually another one. And I don't know if we're actually going to... I don't know if I'm going to do one for this. We don't use these very often. But maybe. Maybe we'll do that one. But unfortunately, that's going to kind of throw this out of... going to throw it out of the order. Although... nanoprocessors are easy to make, so if I needed to imprint another thing, it's not that bad. But I have decided I need to upgrade our power because all 4 of these run on LUV, and I can only supply, the way this base is set up right now, 4 amps of LUV for like this entire side of the base. So that is not going to work. And I think I'm going to start upgrading where we get the power out. And I do have a ZPM 16 amp, which is actually relatively easy to craft up. Once you get the original dynamo, you can just upgrade it. It's actually pretty easy. Like the 4 amp is just some wire, iridium, and some silver to get a 4 amp, and then the next one up is a transformer and some more wire. So it's actually pretty easy to do. I have upgraded 3 of these to the next tier, so we hold even more power. I think we're up to 37 billion, I think. Each of these do 6 billion EU. So getting decently big, but I am going to have to do a little bit of math, and I'm kind of trying to decide how do I want to replace all these. I think I am actually going to replace all these with ZPM, and then we'll like branch off into, it's going to be a pretty big project here. But yeah, I think I'll put like transformers at into like the platforms, and then I will replace basically all this with ZPM. But yeah, that is a pretty big undertaking. I do have 100. I don't think that's going to be anywhere near. But let's actually craft up 100 more. And then I will start doing that. I'm not going to record while we're doing that, because it is not... you don't really need to. Also, I saw that the thing actually goes around now. It used to go, like, left to right. Now it actually goes around the thing. I love it. Whoever did that, awesome. I love that. Yeah. Also, I could totally put this on the thing over there, but yet again, one more thing I just haven't got around to. always stuff that needs to be done. Okay, so let me start kind of planning this out and figuring out how many transformers, because once I start tearing this stuff down, it's hard to start crafting more stuff up. But yeah, I haven't got it sorted. Okay, I have gone ahead, upgraded everything. I have moved some of the machines that we had. We had like the crop thing. We don't need it right now. I'll find a place for it when we do need it. But yeah, I have split some of this stuff off. Ooh, I need to turn that back on because I was messing with the multi-block. I've switched this off onto its own thing, so it's kind of the A system is powered off its own line as opposed to this line, which is 16 amps of ZPM, which is what, 4 amps of UV power, which is pretty cool. What, 2 million EU per tick we can output, and I have kind of split it off into 3 areas: the main base, and I have split these off into their own separate transformers. And I have, instead of having the 4 amp output 16 amps of LUV, we're doing 2 amps to 8 amps. And if we need to increase that, I always can. I just didn't feel like replacing all these cables just in case, so I'm limiting it to 8 amps on both sides. So basically I just kind of replace the LUV cabling with some more effective ZPM. Also, this is a bit funny over here. This stuff I need to move anyway. But yeah, so that is that, and then I've done the same over here. Kind of split this off. I think this is, yeah, 2 amps of ZPM. So 8 amps of LUV can go in here, and I have a little bit of a buffer just in case I was having some issues with that. And same over here. Now I have unhooked, I basically disabled these blast furnaces because I need to sort this out. I'm probably going to break most of this down and switch most of it over to, well, not most, all of it over to our Vulcanus. There doesn't really seem to be, there's no issue with producing pyrotheum. It's not difficult to make with the farm. So, and then the blaze rods as well with our cryogenic freezer. So I think I'm just going to switch it all over to this. It's faster. And I may even build a second one. But I am going to redo all the buffer and how I'm doing all this, I think. Because I'm not super happy with the way this works. I may just put all the stuff into the buffer, and then the items go into the input bus, and then the fluid, if there is any, will go into the hatch kind of thing. But I still have a bit of an issue with not having enough room. I really need just one more. I need like one more hatch. And I can't really replace that energy hatch. I could upgrade it to ZPM, but if I want to overclock it to 2 hatches of ZPM, then I'm back to the same position. So this I have to kind of sort out. I really wish we only need 9 or 8 of the Vulcanus casings. Maybe I'll craft up a second one and then have one. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But that is kind of where I am at right now. Let me just, while I remember, turn this farm back on. I also have this kind of set up to upgrade the farm to ZPM as well if I want. I just haven't got around to it. But we can it's much easier to upgrade it now that our ZPM power is going into it here. So I could do that. So we could have, I think 16 crops will be able to fit in there. So that is something to think about. Although, I mean, resources aren't super... They're not really a super big problem at the moment. But just something to think about. Alright, so that is that. I feel pretty good that I have finally got around to at least sorting out some of our power. Also, did I mention that I put crafting coprocessors on all my things to speed up crafting? And also, did I can't remember if I mentioned there are better crafty ones. I think this is like, this axe is 4, I'm assuming, and that axe is 16 crafting coprocessors. So it is that is way more efficient than doing it this way. Although these are a bit cheaper than these, and the 16 is 2's UV tier circuit, so that's actually quite expensive. But I mean, if I can put 16 coprocessors in one block, that is really cool. Like, get rid of these and just have 116 for that one. Alright, I do think I'm going to start crafting up the molecular transformer now. So a lot of this stuff is just making recipes for everything. We do have the majority of this stuff, though. Okay, change of plan here. Oh, also, I just noticed they put a circuit slot in the stocking input bus. That's really cool. We are, instead of doing the molecular transformer right now, I am going to craft up the space station. Because I want to start pumping some of these fuels. I think it's xenon what we're going to do. And I figured... let's just go with, like, the best one at this point. So the tier 6, we can craft it up. And the reason for that is because we can get xenon and actually ammonia, too. And helium-3. Which is cool. I was debating between these two. Now, I was confusing argon with radon, unfortunately. I was thinking... oh yeah, we can get our radon because that is great for smelting. It's like one of the faster ones. And yeah, I totally mixed that up with radon or argon. So I think we're gonna do xenon, which is I think the third. It's like the third best thing. Let's see. Go some of the harder ones. So like adamantium alloy. Let's do that. So we can see xenon is this oganesson, which we can't get yet, radon, and then xenon. So I think that's what we'll do. And then the other ones are helium's the worst. Neon, argon, krypton. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go with xenon, and we'll get the tier 6 crafted up. Now, this is going to take quite a bit of time, but I think we have enough. Unfortunately, this recipe does not have a assembler recipe. Okay, so we need 230, that's 2,700 ingots. But we've been getting all this adamantium from, usually you get it from tier 6. Which we haven't got to yet, but I am actually getting it from our whatchamacallit line. It's in there somewhere. Adamantine, yeah, we're getting it from our Nequata line. There we go. So we get that every time we process this solution in the neutron thing. Also, is that actually on? I just realized, since I was doing a whole bunch of... oh, it is actually running. We're a bit low on fluoride. That is why this is not running at the moment. We have a little bit fluoro, but I I need to upgrade our farm for more fluoride. Also, I could probably get it back from that. Now I'm thinking about it. But if we just sped up our farm, I don't even really need that at the moment, to be honest. We have thousands. And I haven't finished. I mean, we have 15,000 of this stuff. I haven't finished the entire line either, so alright, so there we go. We got our adamantium. It is smelting. I have gone ahead and upgraded all lists underneath here. I have broken all this down. We aren't using these at all anymore. These, there's a couple things like the tungsten trioxide, because they needed a weird circuit, I think, but I could even probably... I don't know. They were clashing with the carbon dust. We'll see. But, yeah, I have upgraded this all over here. So I actually am just doing this all from a buffer. So any recipe we can just throw in there, and then we can, it should work. Now, the reason I did that is because that Mar one, and I wanted to get that automated, which we sort of had it before, but yeah, I had to manually flip the thing. But now that it's all the ingots are going through this thing, that this should work. It will pull the there's a pump right here. It'll pull that out, put that into the input hatch, and then I have my regular things over here. I have some radon, but I think this 2,000 ingots is we're gonna run out, so I'm gonna have to switch it over to helium, I think. But yeah, so that is that. That's gonna just take a bit of time. I have upgraded them to that's ZPM hatches now, so we are running on UV power, but we can totally afford it at this point. So yeah, all right. I guess let me come back when I have this all smelted up, and then we'll get a planetary gas siphon. That'll be exciting. We are back now. I I made a slight error, and that was thinking, yeah, we can just do the Neptune. Tier 6 space station, not a problem. Not thinking I don't have a tier 6 rocket. So I flew up there, created the space station, and it is not showing up that I can actually get to it. So I flew back down to Earth, and I have crafted up the stuff for the tier 5 instead. Also, I just realized I need a circuit. I almost forgot that. I'm sure there's going to be something that I have. Well, maybe. No, yeah, I don't know if we need this. But I'm sure there's going to be something that I am forgetting. It does say it requires a program circuit. And we got all our mining pipes, and yeah, I think we're ready. And then we will, in our when I get the tier 6 rocket, we will move this over to the correct, or to Neptune, which is what I really want. But for now, we'll get this pumping on the tier 5 planet, which is Uranus. So, and plus it's cool to see it'll be cool to see the space station. They do look like they're all kind of similar, with all the exact same things, just we just need more of the next tier up kind of thing. All right. So, like I said, I have created it on that planet, but it doesn't show up. So, I'm hoping with this one it will. So, create. And it is not showing. Alright, usually there is a thing flying around. Can we not fly to Uranus? Is that... No, of course that's a thing. I can fly to... I can fly to Oberon. It's a tier 5. Well, this is a bit annoying. It's not popping up with the space station. I don't know if this is a bug or what. Let me fly back down. We'll try this again. Right, I'm not crazy. There's no space station. Usually it does pop up. They're usually like... You'll see a space station. Yeah. Alright. Let me... Yeah, that's annoying. Alright. Let me fly back down to Earth, I guess, and let me see if I can... Might be doing this... I don't think I'm doing it wrong. I mean, I'm just kind of wasting a little bit of rocket fuel. It's not the end of the world, but... let me see if... I feel like if something's locked, and it's just not letting me... Let me fly up there. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. I thought maybe we need to unlock the first space station. So gone ahead and got the 10 decoration blocks, and let's see. Nope, they are just not showing up. Oh, there it is. It popped up. All right, so that is what's supposed to happen. Oh, there it is. Maybe we just needed to do the first one to unlock them. Is it on here as well? Alright, that one hasn't popped up. I definitely have built it, but I don't think it is... I don't think it's unlocked until we do the tier 6 rocket. Alright, but we saw that pop up. Alright, cool. So let's blast off to here and see what happens. Alright, here we go. We are in our space station, and it's a bit awkward with the flying around with the gravity. So that is something you need to get used to. Also, don't forget to yeah, don't forget to oxygen, obviously. Now, if we want, we can decorative or nope, that was tungsten. Well, it cost tungsten to build it, but apparently it's showing as Ororucan block. We could do oxygen and stuff on if we wanted to do that, but I kind of want to just fly away, apparently. Stop. No. Step back off. Alright. We're coming back down. We're coming back down. I did get a little nervous. I did get a little nervous there for a second. So no! Stop! Alright. This is very awkward. Stop. Down. There we go. We're coming back down. This is funny. I want to build this multi-block, and this isn't letting me do this very easily. Now, don't bounce or anything. There we go. All right, be careful with the jetpack. I wanted to break this. All right, I should probably just use an axe. Actually, I don't need to break that right now. Let's build this multi-block. Let's stop messing about. I'm scared to, like, jump. Here, let's. Yeah, I'm like staring. I'm like gonna fly away. Let me down. Now I can't get down. Uh, I mentioned that I don't really like the gravity physics on these things on the space station. Alright, so we need 3 of these. Man, it seems to work okay if you're actually physically on the ground, but if you want to, like, jump at all, you're going to be in for a world of hurt. Alright, so input bus we'll put there. Maintenance hatch we'll put there. Output hatch will go there. And IV energy hatch will go there. Alright, so slight problem. I'm gonna have to jump. And need to get up there. Alright, we're floating. Alright. I sort of controlled it there. Stop. Alright. I think I'm sort of getting the hang of it. Nope. Are we still floating? Man, this is very awkward movement. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Okay, well, we got it formed. That is the most important part. So, that. I want to find out how much this actually draws. We want, I guess... Krypton. I really wanted Xenon, but we can't get there. Krypton, I think, is what we want. Let's try that. So, circuit of 4. I think that's what it said. Right? If I... Planetary... Alright, build on space station or seen a glass planet. Require the program set to the depth you want. 1 to 4 requires 64 depth. Mining pipes times whatever depth. So we're 4, so we need 4 stacks of mining pipes. And then... I think we just turned it on, basically. We might be able to put the circuit in there, but we'll put it there. Alright, let's do the rest of this. I don't remember which way that has to face. And then put this up there. I'm just gonna put 1 in there. Does this have power? Okay. And then a tank right up there. And then I'll link it to the base. Alright, so I guess that's... I don't think that's on. But I can't tell if it's... Are you doing anything? I can't tell. Depth 4. It might need to go in the thing. Maybe we try like 4. That is definitely not on. We can do that. I can't remember if this is the output or not. Alright, well, I can get it to I can't get it to start. I'm not entirely sure. Should we... Alright, let's do 4 in there, maybe? Mining pipes in there? Is that what it is? No. Alright, there is obviously something I am missing, with the planetary gas siphon. I will have to check this out and see what I am doing wrong here. But yeah, hopefully we get Krypton. But we'll check that out more next episode. So anyway, it's gonna be today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.